Yep. Okay. So this class what we're going to be doing is we're going to be continuing with our chat app. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen. Okay. And let's take a look at what we did last time. So last time we added just this code here, which if we were to run on our phone, would basically firstly ask us to enter in our username. All right, then after we add our username, it will change some of the text on our screen, and the button will change its text. No, the button stays the same, it's still submit. But then afterwards, if you're already logged in, every time you type in a value, what it's doing is it's going to add that to our cloud database that is shared with all of our phones. Okay, and it's going to add it in the format of your username, a colon with a space, and then the text that you added. Okay, so that way you can see who it's from and the actual message that they sent. All right, but what we need to do is right now we're able to send messages, but we're not really able to receive them, which is basically the most important part, right? So we need to add something to our app that will check to see if the value or the information on the database is changed in any way. It's going to bring that information and update our list. Okay, so the way we're going to do this. Okay, yeah, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to go over here to Cloud Database. All right, and there's a couple things we're going to have to drag out. But the first thing we're going to drag out is got value. All right, so when cloud database.got value, let me zoom in on this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, when clouddb.got value. So basically what this is going to do is it's basically going to see if a new value is ever added to the list. All right. So for instance, you see here, if when we're appending a value to a list, that's a got value, right? Because a new thing has been added. What we're going to do is we're going to try to update our list view with this new information and this variable here that says chat list. We're going to try to update that as well. Okay. All right. So for this, what we're going to do, we also want to make sure that the value that we just got on our cloud database is actually a message from our chat, all right, and not something else that we're using our cloud database for, all right. And for this, you'll notice when we actually send a message, we give that message a little tag, all right, which this basically gives it like a place to be stored on the database. So for instance, if you're thinking of this in variable terms, this would be the kind of the value of this would be the name of the variable. So chat is the name of the variable, and then this that you're adding is the value. Okay. So we need to make sure we're actually looking at the right part of our database. So for this, we're going to add an if statement. All right, just a simple if then, and we're going to say if our tag is equal to our usual tag name that we're using. So we're using the tag name chat. So I'm going to drag out a string box like this and type chat in there. All right.
Just give everyone a second to do that, to catch up. Can you please zoom in, Aisha?
Yeah, I zoomed in already.
Oh, you already. Okay.
Wait, what if somebody already made like the same code and the same tag is called chat?
So for this, if somebody created the same code with the same tag, they have to have created the same code on the same like private key that we had. So do you remember that long like string of characters I sent you?
Yeah.
As long as we have the same number, then we're using the same database. If they're different numbers, then you can have a chat on every single one of them and they won't interfere with each other.
And can you scroll so that we can see the first part of the code too? Just to the left. There you go. Okay, go on.
All right, yeah. So once we know that this is the correct value that we actually want to be using, what we're going to do is we're going to basically update our chat list. Okay, so we're going to take our variable set chat list to the value of this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our list view and we're going to update our list view. So we're going to say set list view dot elements. So we're basically going to give it a value now to display, and it's going to display our chat view, our chat list.
Okay, so let's give everyone some time to catch up and give us yes once you're done. Okay, so Tim knows he can move on.
I'm done.
Okay. Now, so there's a couple things that can happen on our server. Either we can add a new value, or we can actually change a value. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to add a second use case here. We're going to basically say, if we go into CloudDB, there's another option here that says when clouddb.data changed. And we're actually going to have to drag one of these out as well. And we're actually just going to copy paste whatever's in here and add it in here as well. Okay, so this would be also a good place where we could use a function if you want to like kind of shorten the code a little. But for this one case, we can copy paste. We're not going to be changing this too much. Okay, so data changed, same insides.
Tim, can you move your mouse so that give values as values? Yeah. Can you little explain, Tim, to people what the cloud is? And especially cloud database. While we're waiting.
Yeah, so, okay, so for the database part, I'll talk about that in a second. Basically, when we're making any kind of app that needs to be like connecting information from multiple devices at the same time, we're going to have to use something that basically stores all this information at one point in the internet. All right, so this thing here that says CloudDB basically means that the information that's being stored isn't actually being like held on your phone, right? So, but whenever you send a message, it's not like saving to your phone and then their phone. It's actually being stored in one common place on the internet. And then from that place, you guys both retrieve it and display it and send messages to there, right? But it's not actually on a physical device, on one of your physical devices, but it's like on a server somewhere in some building. All right. As for the database part, basically, in this case, when we're using databases, it's essentially as if we were creating variables, but instead of holding those variables on your phone, they're like these variables that you see here. As soon as you close the app, they will all reset. All right. But if you're either using a tiny database or a cloud database, those values will stay when you close and open the app. All right. Cloud database means that those values will stay on the internet. Tiny database means those values will stay on your phone. Yeah. All right.
Wait, so if it does it like go to a Google Sheets or something, then if it goes to there, can't we just get the information from there and put it on the list view, or does it automatically go to the list view?
So for the actual, like for where it actually stores this cloud database, I am not sure if it's like a Google Sheet or if it's on what server or where it is. So we can't really access the value directly like that. You can only access it if you have an app with the correct private key and you retrieve it. All right. Yeah,
because because this tool belongs to MIT and it's probably on one of their servers, but the concept is the same. There are actually providers, there are companies who sell the place on the virtual server, right? So it's just like database somewhere in the internet, and you just like given access to it, right? Some people pay for it. There are some free databases, cloud databases out there, right? So this one obviously uses the free one. And so, but when you create your own app, like if you want to add the level of security to it, so obviously you don't want to use probably the free one. But in the beginning, when you start and you don't care, whoever sees my my little tic-tac-toe, whatever app that I created, then obviously yes, while you're experimenting, free databases are a good place to start, right? So, so that it's just like collection of tables somewhere in the internet. That's what the cloud is. Okay.
Okay. So now we basically have it so that if I were to send a message to you, you would be able to see that message appear, and it would all appear. But for instance, if I sent you a message while you had your app closed, and then you open your app, you will still not actually see anything. So you won't see the past messages, right? Until someone sends a new message, right? But basically what we want to add is we want to add something which will make it so that as soon as you turn your phone on, right, open the app, it will, the first thing it does is it should access all of the messages that are out there on your database, bring them in, and make it into and just kind of put them all out there already, so you can see the past message history and reply however you want. All right. So what we're going to do for this, if you recall, when we were doing like the tic-tac-toe app, there is one command under screen called screen1.initialize. All right, that runs as soon as you open the app or as soon as this screen gets used. All right, and for this, what we're going to do is we are going to, in here, we're going to go to our database. We're going to call database.getValue. Okay, we're going to give it the correct tag. That tag is going to be chat. All right, and for the value, if tag not there, this is basically going to be like if it can't find any information on the database, right? What value should it return instead? We're just going to make it a blank string. Okay. So the thing about this is, although you don't actually see it taking your messages and storing it anywhere, it's actually triggering another event. So when you do this initialize right here and you say call cloud database.getValue, because you just got a value from the database, it's actually then going to go ahead and run this function right here. all right, which is then going to go to the database, right, retrieve the value that you just got, and it's going to add it to your list of chats, all right? So you don't actually have to go ahead and add all of the any code here to display the list view or all the messages in the past, right? All you need to do is get value, and it will trigger this right here. All right. And once you're done with this, that is actually basically it for the core functionality of the chat app. This will now actually chat. And if you guys actually do have your phones around or an emulator, you can load this up, and we should actually be able to all talk to each other now, because we do all have the same private key already installed.
That would be cool. Okay, so let's give everyone a minute to catch up. Give us yes once you've done the step. Okay.
Okay, and if you're done,
you can
go ahead and load this up.
Or help if you need help, so we know who needs help. And if you've done this step, go ahead and test it. And say hi, and we'll see who responds.
Jim? Jim?
Yeah.
Pressing the text now, label, but it isn't working.
You're pressing the text now. Okay, give me a second. Let me load it up on mine and see if it works.
It's not working.
What part of it is not working?
So
I can't.
So first you need to type in your name, and then you can type any message, but the label says true.
The label says true.
Yes, instead of my name, it says true.
On mine, it won't let me click the text now label.
The label? You're not supposed to be able to click on a label. Hold on. Okay, give me a second. Elements cannot accept arguments.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. Like
Me too.
But my chat works.
Mine works. I just can't see the label.
Okay, give me one second. Let me check the other code. True, press your stuff to submit. Append value to list.
When something doesn't work, it's also very valuable to watch the instructor how he debugs it. Okay, so you're gonna learn yourself how to debug. So just watch what Tim is doing right now.
Because it's setting the global join to the word true. It's not making it true. It's just setting it. It's just setting it to the word true.
Hello.
Wait.
Hi guys. Well, that's work. Actually work.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Also, I'm moving, so I'm sitting amongst boxes. This is fun. I had to dig up my chair from under my piles of stuff. It was very fun. All right, what's not running?
Okay, I sent a message. Does anyone see it?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Can any of you send a message?
Yep. I have
Oh.
sent 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5.
I sent one.
I sent 4 too.
3, 4.
I
5,
can't
6,
send a message.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Let me check my cloud DB.
Messages, all of the labels are true.
Hello. Have a good day. Aqui, cadê o emoji?
That's the bad thing. You can just spam submit even like without typing anything, but it'll still count that as a message.
Okay, guys, let's try one more thing. So can you guys go to your front end part real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, and under where it says project ID, just call this chat app. I'm gonna send exactly how I spelled it to the. Okay, change the project ID to that. Same capitalization, same spelling, same everything. Oh, I see Areg. Hello, Tim Areg is cool. Tim Test. Okay.
So project
But
ID.
no, chat app is what we had. But
Yeah.
no,
Okay. Well,
time
yeah, but basically you have to have the same project ID. I think.
we can just do chat apps.
Chat
Can you
apps.
use domain so people can see like
It's
the
okay. We can
book
keep the old messages as well. I in fact cannot zoom in, but basically, guys, where it says, or maybe I can. Okay, here. Where it says project ID right here, change the project ID to chat app. Okay, capital C, capital
Wait,
A.
I'm gonna enter a message.
Okay, yeah, try to send something. Let's see if I can see it.
Can you see my message?
Oh no! Why do I keep messing that up?
It won't let me text.
Where's project ID?
Anyone see my message?
If you go to your front end, click on Cloud DB1. Chat
Wait,
app
can you
DB1.
see my message?
No, I can only see my message.
Me too.
Your
Wait,
default.
Tim, but no, that won't, but that doesn't matter. We have to delete like the actual chat app, like the app, that you got me to download. I don't think that really matters.
Okay, try chat app 2 then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What is red is port?
That is an error. Let's prove that.
So
I'm gonna type a message again.
let's quickly do a check whose app works. Asia said she could send a message, right?
It worked before I changed it, so I'm gonna change it back.
Oh, okay. Tim, who did you get the messages from?
I did not. Hold up.
Okay.
Refresh companion screen. Tim. Okay, I sent a message. Did anybody manage to set up
Wait,
chat
is
app 2?
No.
two spelled like two, or is it with like letters?
It's the number.
Okay, then no, I can't.
Chat app 2.
Yeah, mine works. Mine pretty much works unless I change it.
I just sent it random letters. Can anyone see it?
Nope.
No, I can't see it.
I can see all my messages.
Same.
Yeah, if you refresh the screen on chat app 2, you still see your messages.
The thing for me is that I think so for me the label instead of having Jaden, it's true. So I think it set the join, the global join to the word true. So I think we have to go to text and replace that with like our name.
That what I did. I set my name to hello. Hi, I'm hello.
But I can't change my name.
Nothing. I see nothing but true.
This is what happens when I send a message.
This is not going well.
Oh, let's see. It works. I can see messages after I can see all my messages after I refresh my screen.
Wait, can you retype the token? I don't know why, but that might work. Okay, let's see. Copy.
That's the question. What's in SLS? SL.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, Tim, I can see you.
alphabet.
You can see what?
Typed the alphabet.
I wonder if
Tim,
there's
I think I
left.
can see your message. Oh, I named myself hello.
Oh, wait, I see you as well. Hold up.
It might
I'm
be
jumping
similar,
to my
right?
message.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, me and Arik have linked up.
Yeah, just copy the token. I think the token's wrong.
And yeah, maybe it reset last time. Guys, so I sent a token to the chat. Copy this token and try to add it one more time.
The thing is,
Is that a new token? Can
It's
you
the
just
same. It's the same token, but just try to update it because maybe something went wrong last time.
copy message
But I do see Arik now.
oh,
Or something
nice.
worked.
Awesome.
and what? And then I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to send a message to myself.
Everyone, please update your token. Make sure it's the one that Tim and Eric has, because we want to
Wait,
connect
Gabe,
with it.
does yours work? Can you send a message?
Yeah, mine works.
Oh, cool.
Send a message. We'll try
Oh,
to
I
see
can
it.
see it.
Does somebody have no name? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no name.
You have no name? Did
Yeah,
you say hi?
I can't change it.
Okay, guys, just send a message with your name in it.
I'm going to send
And
it,
we'll see
my
how many
token.
people have managed to link up.
and then I'm going to go into my Gmail now.
Oh, can you send the chat again? Cause I didn't get it.
But the only problem is each time somebody sends a message, you go all the way to the top of the messaging list.
Can you please send the token again?
To the top. Wait. So when you okay, yeah, sure. Wait, all right. On your screen, when you get a new message, does it appear at the bottom or the top?
Yeah, it just goes all the way. No, it shows up on the bottom, but
Oh,
then
and then it scrolls all the way up.
yeah, it scrolls all the way to the top.
That is a weird problem. Let's try to see how we can debug.
Maybe but no, that'll work. Should we put like a vertical scrolling arrangement?
Let me try something real quick.
Oh, I can see it.
How do you change your name? Because I can't even put mine.
You have to like restart the app.
Oh.
Tim,
Yeah.
I can't press on the text now box. In the text box.
Whoa, what? All right, did you send like a bunch of blank space?
Yeah, I was testing if that works. It looks like
Okay,
it does.
guys, I found one way that you can always keep it at the bottom.
Wow.
Okay, so guys, so did any of you guys also notice the problem that whenever you like send a message, it always scrolls to the top of the list?
Yeah.
You have to like scroll all the way back down to see your message.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
selection index?
I also noticed that when you're on a list, you can actually click on messages and they'll kind of get like highlighted, right?
Yeah.
So there's one way you can get rid of the highlighting thing, but basically that highlighting thing is called selection. All right. And whenever you select an index, it always kind of centers itself on it. So what you can do is you can just add a little line of code here that makes it so that whenever you like update your list, right? So whenever you get a value or you have a data changed, you can just select the last item in the list, all right? And it will automatically scroll all the way to the bottom. All right, so that's this line right here, guys. Do you see this one here? So this is set list view 1 dot selection index to length of list. That's under lists right here, length of list, and then you're gonna get global chat list. All right, and that will make it so that if I send a message or if Arag sends a message, do you guys see this? Hello? Oh, you can't see my phone. Anyway, if I do If I do a message, it will automatically scroll to the bottom one.
Okay, now it works.
Okay. Also, guys, if you are done with this right now, I'm gonna give you a little challenge. Okay. Right now, we're starting to add a little bit more stuff to each one of these, and this code is basically exactly the same. So a little throwback to when we did some procedures. All right. I want you guys to create a little procedure or a function that has all of this code in it called like update chat window or called update list. All right. That's going to have all this code in it, so we don't have to have the exact same code in two different places. All right. So that's your little challenge, and then we'll go over that in a second.
That is very easy challenge.
So remember, when you see repetition, when you see copy paste, that means it smells that it's a time to add a procedure. Okay, smells like a procedure. Or in Python we
How do
call it
you
function, right?
change your name?
Oh, no, that doesn't work because get tag, like the code can't find get tag.
Wait.
Wait, can I screen share?
What part doesn't work?
Like, can I just screen share because I can't really explain it?
Sure.
I can't change my name.
Okay, to change your name, you have to like restart the app. So click up here where it says connect and click refresh companion screen.
Okay.
Or just like close the companion and open it up again. Oh yeah, sorry, Arag, show me your screen.
Yeah. Wait a second, I'm just gonna share this. So so the tag, this part of the code is confused, like which tag, like this tag or this, like it can't find
That is a good point.
which value or which tag it is.
Let me try something.
So we're gonna have to do it like this. Yeah, I'll just stop screen sharing.
I don't have a name.
Okay, no, there is a way that you can get around this.
It's always true.
I don't have a name at all.
Okay, wait, no, that's even better. Don't worry, that makes it like a better challenge. All right, so there is a way to do it. You just have to use inputs. See if you can figure it out. You see the little setting icon next to procedures?
Yeah.
There is a way to get around it with that. But I am going to show you guys how to do it properly in like a minute, okay? Let me know when you guys are done with
What does it mean,
done with
X?
testing the companion, and then we can try out some other things.
I don't have a name whenever I'm texting. It's just blank.
Me too.
Me too.
You don't have a name?
Yeah.
Yep.
I always have the exact same name, and it's true.
And can
Your
you share
name is
your screen with the code? So
Okay.
Wait, so is the chat working? Can everybody go in the chat?
No,
Can, but
Who's
it isn't
saying
working.
text now?
you can't do your name.
Yeah.
Me.
Who's saying text
Because
now?
it won't let me type a message.
It
Me
won't
too.
let you type a message. Can I see
Yeah.
yours? Go to the, oh no, wait, Adil.
Me too.
Adil, share your code and we will take a look.
Okay. Mm.
You're saying it's not letting you type a chat?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi. Hi.
I do not see any glaring problems.
See, it's still wrong. Not working.
okay, those of you who managed to do the challenge, you guys have the 5 minutes break. It's 11:45, and we'll be back at 11:50. Okay.
Adil, can you just try connecting your phone again? Because everything does look fine. If you can't send a message, try to just switch the public key, switch the token again. Wait, Aisha, what's the problem in Adil's work?
I tried that. It still didn't work.
Wait, go back to blocks.
For you guys,
It says that you're not supposed to put the list view section index in the if then. It's supposed to be out of the.
Oh, okay, that's not necessarily a problem. Technically, yeah. It actually should be in the if statement. It works both inside and outside. It doesn't really matter where you put it.
Guys, for you guys in the chat, is my title true? Or is it just Jaden?
We do not see you in the chat, Jaden.
But I can see all of you guys. I can see you said hello. Erec said hello.
Doesn't work.
You said Erec is cool, and then you said test.
Oh, can you switch your project name? From right now, you do you know, like, if you go under Cloud DB in your front end, change your project ID from Chat App to Chat App 2.
Okay, Chat App 2.
Chat App 2, yeah, number 2, like, with the 2. Okay, I'll send a message.
It wasn't working, Tim.
Still doesn't work, Adil?
Yep.
Can you go to Designer?
Okay. Wait, what did you change to Chat
Click
App
on
2?
Cloud DB.
Okay, is my name true?
Yes, your name is true.
How do you switch it? How do you switch it to my name?
I will take a look at yours in a second. Okay, wait. So Adil, at what part does yours start to freak out?
No, it just won't let me type anything with the chat box or with the text now. Box.
It doesn't let you type anything in it.
Yeah.
Can you just try to delete the text box and add a new one?
Okay.
I can type stuff in the text box, but I can't see it later on.
No, that's a label. That's a label. Oh, maybe that's what it was. You had a label, not a text box.
Yeah.
Okay, text box is near the bottom. Go down. Go down.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
That is probably what it was, yeah. Okay, Jaden, do you want to show me your code?
Okay, so let me just go back into Zoom. So this is the code that I have. Do you see it?
I can barely see it, yes. So, okay, I feel like the problem that you have is, do you see my, you don't see my screen. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
I can see.
Jaden, do you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you need to do, I think it's these two lines you have a little messed up right here. You need to have one line. Let me zoom in a little more.
Is this going to scare me?
You need to have one line that says username, like set global username to textbox1.text, and then another one that says set global join to true. Okay, I think you have something there saying set global username.
I did it to visible.
Did you find it?
Yeah, okay, now let me see. Refresh companion screen. Let me go back in. Yeah, it worked.
Yay, it works.
Awesome, there you go.
But what was the challenge?
Make the text a little bit more visible.
What was the challenge?
Challenge was to take, do you see how right here we have the same code repeating twice?
Yeah.
The challenge is to take that and make it into a function or into a procedure.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, then don't worry about it. We will do it in like 5 minutes. Emily, did you manage to get the chat app working?
I just need
Which part of the code is the one that makes it scroll all the way to the bottom?
Gabe, that's just this last line right here.
Oh, okay.
Set to list view one dot selection index.
Okay.
Okay, Jaden, we see you now. You said yeet.
I do.
I'm back.
Why is there 3 zeros in a row with no name?
Yeah, that's mine. Cause I need to fix the code to the text box thing.
Can you go back to the code for like 2 seconds?
Yeah, I thought you do now. Can I do it?
When the thing is, when you
I
press
want to
send,
do Wednesday.
it takes you back all the way to the start.
No, you
Okay,
can't
yeah,
press
Jaden.
copy.
Jaden, do you see this line right here? Let me zoom in on this. Jaden, you see
Evil.
this line?
Mhm.
This line makes it scroll to the bottom.
So, okay.
It basically just makes it select the last item in the chat, and it'll scroll down automatically.
List,
Hi.
the list view, word view. List view, word view. Set list dot list view dot okay. Okay.
Mine's not working again. Mine don't let me try. This type code. I can type, I just can't see it again. How many are there? Stop it! Finally! Infinite loop.
Wait, Tim,
Yeah?
is there a way of transferring info through screens?
Yes, there is.
Okay, so I think, Tim, now you can actually go and show how to do the procedure for the.
Yes. Okay. So, let us take a look at this.
Mine
Okay.
still doesn't work.
Did it work for everyone?
Wait, Adila, yours still doesn't work?
Yeah. Mine
What
doesn't
part
work
of it
too.
doesn't work?
I can type a message, but it won't end up on the list. Same with me.
It won't end up on the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's debug your code.
Yeah, sure. Share your screen again.
Okay.
Do you see all the messages we sent?
Yes. I don't.
Why is your screen? Oh, okay, there you go. Okay.
Whenever I type something, it doesn't make me see it, but all the previous chats is still visible.
Wait, so you're saying when you press the send button, it doesn't send your message?
I type a message. When I press
thought I
send,
saw you send them, didn't I?
it does send. It just doesn't show up.
Okay. Adil.
Yeah.
Do you see that place where it says like call clouddb.append to list tag chat?
Oh yeah, here.
Right there. Yeah. Can you go to the place where it says tag chat?
You want me to remove it?
No, don't remove it. Just put it back. Just click inside, delete it, and write it again. Make sure there's like no spaces on either side. Okay.
And he doesn't have the semicolon or the colon.
Yeah. Also, in the area there, do you see the join with the 3 parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a colon there. So add a colon. I don't know if that.
So you're joining 2 texts: your username variable, whatever variable it contains, and the text from the textbooks one. Yeah.
That's not gonna fix the overall problem, but yeah, that's also
That,
right.
that shouldn't really break it, but yeah. Can you
Aisha,
try one
what
more
do you
time, Adil?
Yeah, I'm just gonna reset my connection.
Aisha, what do you see?
So at the call cloud DB1 get value, it's not create an empty list. It's supposed to be a blank text.
Oh, actually, you should switch that. Adil has it right. Yes, switch it to. Okay, at this point, it doesn't matter what you put there, but if you're starting a brand new chat, it's better to have create empty list.
Mine's not working. Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's not working. So for some reason the colon isn't working. It's not working.
Can you send a message, Adil?
Yeah.
Just try to send something.
I only see my most
Okay,
previous.
Adil, I see your messages.
Okay. I can't see any
I
Do
messages.
you see your messages?
Yeah.
Okay, that means you're good now.
Mine didn't work.
I see yours
I
doesn't work.
don't
Do you want to
see
share your
my
screen?
message that I just sent.
Okay.
Jaden, I do not see a message that you just sent. I see your message that says like test.
Yeah,
And I
but,
see Adil
there's
sending
no
a bunch of
message
emojis.
after that.
This?
For me,
After
there's
that, I
no
don't see
message
anything,
after that.
Jaden.
Shit. Yep, this will work. As long as I don't get out of hand.
Okay, basically, do you see at the top where, no, go up. Do you see it here at the top under initialize where it says tag private chat?
Yeah.
That's supposed to say just chat.
Okay, so I
Lowercase
go
c.
to designer and then cloud DB1.
Asia, lowercase c.
So a lowercase d for chat.
No, Jaden, I'm talking to Asia right now.
Okay.
It's probably possible, Arik, but I am not sure off the top of my head right now, but we can look into it. Okay, show me this left side here. Let's see if there's anything wrong.
Where do I enter the token?
The token, if you go to the designer,
Mm-hmm.
click on Cloud DB and then look on the right side under properties.
Tim,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
on the screen, when cloud DB data changed, the last list view, should it be part of then? It probably
It doesn't really matter.
should. Really?
But theoretically, yes, it should be part of them. But it won't affect it. Okay, Asia, I don't see any other problems.
Well, it's still not working. I just tried it again.
Can you click connect, refresh companion screen? Try again. First, give yourself a username and then just try to send a message.
I think it's working.
I don't see you.
Well, I see everyone else's. And mine.
Do you see Adil having just sent a bunch?
I see the old texts about with a bunch of
The
emojis.
latest message.
Okay, never mind. I see yours now. You're good. Okay. That means Asia is working as well now.
How about Azima? Did you guys test
Azima,
Azima?
are you good?
And you have to keep on refreshing though to get it actually working.
Azima, can you unmute your microphone? We don't hear you.
Oh
Yeah, there you go. How are you doing there?
I just can't have my name show. My name never shows whenever I text.
Okay, can you share your screen so Tim can debug it?
just making a like a vibration, and each time you get a message, if I can do that.
Yeah, do you remember how to make the vibration from using the like?
Yeah, but wait. Do we have to put it in Cloud DB1 data changed?
You'd have to put it in both
Oh, okay.
data changed and got value. Okay, Azima.
Okay.
DSGHJKL is my latest message. Oh, the way that the only way that that I get a new message is to click on another component.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
see a problem. Wait, Azima, can you click connect
Okay.
and just click? Yeah, just try it out. Connect your phone
Okay.
because I do not see anything wrong.
Mine seems really strange.
How do you make it refresh the? Can you make a button to make it refresh the companion screen?
This is just a problem with using it as like a companion. If when we finish the app and you actually like install it, it should work better.
Okay.
It still has no name.
It's still. What do you mean it has no name?
Like I have like it's just blank and then it just says my text.
It's just. But did you by any chance just click submit right away?
What?
Did you click submit right away?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to type in your name and then click submit.
Okay.
But like first when you do, okay, click connect.
Okay.
Wait, Azima, click connect. Yeah, and then refresh companion screen. Okay, and then what you need to do is you first type in your name into the text box and then click submit, and then you can start texting messages.
Should I try it again?
Just connect.
Not working for me. I can't text anything.
Yeah, if you leave it open for too long, occasionally it'll just freeze up. So if it doesn't work, just refresh the screen or just reconnect.
Yeah, I just refreshed the screen. And when I refresh the screen, I can see what I typed. Before that, I can't see anything.
The text box is not updated.
Yeah, it doesn't update unless you refresh the screen.
Is there a block that we can actually put to update it constantly?
Let me check something real quick. Maybe the server is confused.
But the fact actually that you guys in your, I don't know, 7 to 13, 14 managed to do the messaging app, that's pretty awesome. That's really great.
It's working.
Okay, I have just cleansed the server.
Wait.
So if you reload it now, you should be able to start sending more messages. See, Azima just sent something. Okay, Azima, how it works, when you start the thing, you type your name, click submit, then you have to start typing words.
Wow, so
I don't know how you're doing it here.
I'm just.
Your code is right.
What?
Your code is right. You just need to make sure you're using it correct.
I typed my name and then
Your code should be user friendly. If it's possible for a user to mess it up, that means that your code is bad.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to poach my roommate's phone.
Wait, what? Don't. Oh my god, it actually does something.
Okay.
It actually does something.
I mistyped something. Just saying.
Media box. I'm back.
So if your parents have the Android app, you can pretty much just install this on everybody's phone, and then you'll have the chat just for your own family, okay?
Yeah?
I mistyped something bad.
Yeah, that's fine. I see it.
Tim,
Yeah?
if I press the 3 dots on the top of my screen over here, it actually does something.
What does it do?
It says stop this application, about this application and settings.
Very cool.
Red,
Okay,
green.
Azima is still not working.
Wait, can I have some help?
Sure. With what?
Can I screen share?
Sure.
I have poached a cellular device.
Because this will work, right? Each time, each time the data's changed, which I'm just gonna duplicate it here. So if wait, I think I need to change. Is this button 1? Okay, so if button 1.text equals vibration on, then each time it changes the data, it vibrates 500 milliseconds.
Yeah, that should be good.
Stop
Okay.
sharing.
Let me actually let's talk about the procedures thing. All right. So the thing that I gave you as a challenge previously, right, was to take this code right here and this code right here, and to make them into one procedure that you can use in multiple places. All right. Now the problem with this is if you take this code out, you'll notice this thing here that says get tag and get value is actually connected to this right here. So we need some way to pass these tag and value kind of through a procedure into the contents there. All right, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna click procedures and create a new procedure. So this one right here. And this is gonna be called update messages. Okay, and we're just gonna bring this code in here. All right, but you'll notice we have our error here, so it's confused. It doesn't know what tag is, it doesn't know what value is. So I'm gonna click on the setting icon on procedures here and get these inputs right here and add 2 inputs. So you'll see I have X and X2 now. I'm gonna change these names. I'm gonna call one tag. I'm gonna call the other, not tag 2, just tag. Okay, wait, I can't call it just tag. Okay, now I can call it tag and value. All right, and then I'm going to delete these and just add get tag. Where did that come from? Get tag and get value from this function. Okay, that was a little bit weird, so I'm going to show you guys that one more time. Okay, grab procedures to procedure. All right, you're going to drag the code in there. You don't have to do this twice, by the way. I'm just showing it twice. All right, you're going to bring the code in. All right, and you want to add 2 inputs. Okay, you're going to have to delete this thing that says get tag and this thing that says get value, and then add 2 parameters, tag and value, and then add get tag, get value. Okay. All right. And now that this has changed, you'll notice, unlike the regular procedures we were using before, these actually have parameters now. Okay. Or as in there's like, we can pass information into them. All right. So when I add update messages here, I can just pull a tag in here, pull a value in here, and they will just kind of get passed through it. Okay. I will do the same thing over here.
I hate when that happens.
Okay, Okay, and then I can just zoom in so you guys can see this again. Okay. Yeah.
How do you do that? I'm very confused.
How do you do what?
The tag value
No.
part. I'm still confused.
So you can click the setting thing. Click on the parameter on the procedure
Recent messages are not appearing now.
and add to inputs.
Input.
Jaden, don't worry about the messages right now. Okay, just follow along with creating a
Tag.
procedure here.
Not tag 2. Just tag. And value. It makes me write tag 3 and value 2.
If you can't write tag, make sure to delete these first. Okay, and then you can write tag and value, and then you can just use get tag and get value in here.
Okay. Wait, why can't there? Value. Get tag. Get value.
Wait, so can I test something?
Sure.
Because I need someone to text something, but not now because I'm just connecting to my companion now. Want to see if the vibration on and off thing works. Okay, can you? Okay. What if I turn it off now? Somebody text a message. Wait a second, I want to see if this.
I tested it out and it keeps my previous username. You can't change username.
It keeps your previous one?
Yeah.
Did you like, oh, are you on an emulator?
Yeah.
Wait, now? Now I just can't text.
Me too. Me too.
Is it when you click, oh wait, Gabe, when you click connect, is there an option that says refresh companion screen?
Yeah.
Click that.
Okay, it just did that.
Yeah, but then I have to keep on refreshing the companion screen to see everything that I've done.
Oh.
See? Yeah.
Oh.
Tim, do you see le message? Ça marche?
Marsh, of course.
You see it?
Oh, I still have 45.
You see le
Oh,
mien?
your message. I don't have the app open.
Oh. Lame.
Mine's not working.
No?
I have to keep on refreshing it.
Me too.
Emily, did you send something?
Yeah.
I do not see.
Wait, no, the procedure thing doesn't work for some reason.
Are you sure? Can somebody send a message?
Yeah, I was sending a few messages, but they didn't come onto the.
Was the last message Adil sending a bunch of burgers and hot dogs?
No,
You have to refresh.
but okay, let's.
I just sent hello.
Oh, there we go. Wait, can somebody send a message?
I can try.
But now we need a refresh each time somebody sends a message.
Right, so we just need to find how to make it constantly refresh, right?
then I
So
can't
it is
really
supposed
test
to
my
constantly
app.
refresh. I think maybe it's getting like overloaded with all the people.
Hmm.
Did someone named hello it's me send hello it's me and then Jaden just sent hello?
Yeah.
Did anything happen after that?
No.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
nothing.
let me just bomb the server one more time.
Nope. It didn't work.
Yeah.
If I do that, then it'll work.
Because it looks like when the server's cleared out, it works a little nicer. Okay, now it is cleared. Can you guys try to send stuff again? I sent hi. Does anyone see? Can somebody send something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah, see,
Oh,
so
yeah.
when there's not a lot of messages, it works fine. I think after it starts to overload a little bit.
Wait, can somebody send a message?
Yeah,
Okay.
people are
That's
sending
a
stuff
free
right
cloud, right?
Come
I send a
on.
command like when like it's a map.
Yay.
It's
now. Is
just
that you, Em?
Yeah.
Excellent. Look at that. Emily's also connected.
Who is
Why
hi?
does that not work? Seriously.
It's so much fun.
It's a hoot. A hoot and a half.
Okay.
What? I don't understand this.
I'm trying to break the server. Oh.
It's not showing up.
Whoa. That's a lot.
Yeah, so after a while, it seems to just kind of stop updating.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too much for the server to handle.
So I broke it.
It might be because we have like 9 people.
It probably has some memory there that just gets
We crashed it.
flooded, yeah. So because it's a free cloud, they probably don't want too much
Can we
memory.
make a button to refresh the server? It's not that strong.
Yeah, if you want, guys, we can just make a button that like does it for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so let's try to do that.
We don't
Let's,
want to save the history of messages, right?
yeah, let's go to designer. Let's add a couple buttons. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if we want to add a clear button because that could be dangerous. But what we can do is we can add a button right up here at the top, or I don't know, where do you want to add it? We can add it on the side here. A little tiny button that'll say something like refresh. Okay. What color is a refresh button?
Ah,
Damn.
what? Who sent all the emojis?
What?
Green, Tim, green.
Green button? Yeah, okay, so I'll make it a green
Yeah, that wasn't me.
button.
Wow.
This was not me.
That was a lot, y'all.
Maybe that was me though.
Oh.
Okay, so guys, on the front end, add a new button, a nice green looking button on the left side here that says refresh. Okay, and we will make it so that this button refreshes things.
Wow. What a nice button.
Wait, okay, you want to have a competition, Eric? Yeah, but there's one problem. My
I
buttons are
don't think we need to
near
call.
the top.
Wait, was the emojis your name?
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going that far.
The emojis were my name. I forgot to type in my name first.
Okay.
There's basically 1,000 emojis.
Oh.
Theoretically, what we could also do if we want to like make it forcefully refresh, we could add a little clock counter that just
Yeah.
refreshes it every second or so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is
that's better.
supposed to work without it, but I don't know if it was made to handle like 9 messages coming in at once.
Let's do that.
Okay. Let's. Do you guys want to do refresh button or just refresh counter then?
No
Press
counter.
counter.
Yeah,
Counter.
Maybe every like 20 seconds it
In that case,
refreshes.
what I'm gonna do is I am still gonna leave this button here, but I'm gonna make this. I don't know, Emily. Do we give them the capacity to clear the entire chat?
No.
Okay, we're not gonna do it then.
Disaster.
We're not gonna do it. I'm gonna delete it. Okay,
Can't we-
back to just submit. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go under media, or no, under sensors, and you'll see this one here that says clock. Drag this out,
Yeah.
and you'll
So
see a
how-
little option here called timer interval.
Should we make it like every 50 seconds it refreshes?
So yeah, I wouldn't. This is in milliseconds right now. Okay, so right now when it's set to 1,000, this is refreshing once every second. All right. If you make this number too small, you will break something. Okay, so don't make this super tiny. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna make this like 3,000, so it refreshes every 3 seconds. That way, I have like a relatively consistent stream, and I can still hold a conversation with someone without overloading anything.
I have 5,000.
So basically, you add a clock, okay, from sensors, clock, okay, and set timer interval to 3,000.
What? What?
You ask yes if you added clock. It's in sensors.
My
you
phone is literally
Do we,
crashing of how
delete
much
the
how
button,
much
the
emojis
refresh
I
button?
put.
No, we deleted that one.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
we got rid
instead,
of
we're
that.
doing
We
the
need to refresh the who.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're forcing you to refresh.
You should add like a super secret trick, so you have to like click on the C in chit chat 4 times and it'll clear it.
This needs to-
Give us yes if you see clock in your components list.
Eat.
Ooh.
But now how do we clear the list view?
Okay, they're pretty advanced.
I will clear the
Go
list.
ahead. Yeah.
Because right now, since the list is on like everybody's computer at once, or everyone's phone at once, if you clear it for everyone, and that's too much power.
I'm not responsible enough for all
Hey,
that.
technically, what they're trying to do here is a smash attack.
A smash attack?
You know, sometimes in a program, well, usually in C, but if you have like a string input, somebody can overload your string input to like override your return code on your stack, and then they can put malicious code into your code. So then what'll happen is when you run your code, your stack will have been overwritten with their malicious code, and they can control everything on your computer.
What the heck?
I know. That's what is happening here. A undirected smash attack.
Look at that. We just turned our mobile app development class into hackers. That's
Don't tell them.
Also, Emily has employed a dark theme on her phone, which looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna do that as well.
I know, right? Very fun.
MIT hack inventor.
We are also going to change the background color.
Also, you guys and your emoji usage.
wow.
Not very good.
Always. Total hacker's nest.
We're just trying to do what you said. Break into someone.
There you go. That actually looks pretty good.
At the end of your meeting list text, there you go. Tim's also in dark mode now.
Easy.
At the end of your
Don't do
meeting
me.
list text, there
That's
needs to
pretty
be meaningful code that you want to like squeeze into Tim's code.
Yes, very cool. Anyway,
Oh, you can't just break it by just typing a bunch of stuff. Like you have to have something at the end of the stuff.
so guys, has everybody added this clock with a 3,000 millisecond
Yeah.
timer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes. So we're gonna now go to blocks, and basically what we're gonna do is we're going to go to here where it says clock, and we're gonna say when clock1.timer, and then we're gonna take this code from screen1.initialize, and we're just gonna copy it and put it in there.
One dot timer.
Okay.
What?
Call cloud1.db.getValue. Tag,
$3
chat, value if not there. All right, and then you're also going to want to go ahead and at the end you're going to set timer.enabled to true. So that's just going to restart the timer. So it's just every 3 seconds.
Enable to.
Whose name is breaking server?
See,
Me.
into female.
My name is Breaking Server.
Spam the emojis. Okay, enter your name. I should type Tim. Yeah, and it looks like it's actually working relatively well now. If I send messages, hi.
Okay, I'll try that.
Breaking.
True.
Server.
Okay.
Finishing up the code.
Please stop.
Yeah, so right now it's updating every 3-ish seconds.
No, it doesn't work.
So if you want to increase the rate at which it resets, you can do that technically. I wouldn't set it to be too high. Is the
No.
last message breaking server complete?
Yeah, no, but every 3 seconds, it just drags you back or down no matter what.
Oh yeah, that too. That will happen. So even if you try to scroll up to look at stuff, it will bring you back down.
Yeah, that happens with a lot of chat messaging platforms.
That's probably why.
Okay.
Okay,
That's gonna be annoying.
so at least we have that now.
It's like I'm not done doing that.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, I'm
put
going
it up here.
in. It crashed for me.
But we are in fact actually going to keep working on this app. So even though we have it somewhat working, what we can do is you'll notice under here where it says tag, you can put any tag you want in here and theoretically have a bunch of different sets of data all separate. So we could actually make an app that starts off with like a little contact page. Right? And then from there, you can say who you want to talk to. And based off that, display the information on a different tag. Right? And you can access that. All right.
Wait, so many emojis.
Wait, Aishi, do you mean like you want to like add a button that like just brings you to the bottom?
Yeah. And like, so if we're moving up and then it'll be like jump to the latest or.
Well, can you make, when you actually delete the clock, you actually refresh it so it goes back down?
You can make the top, but then that happened. You know, can I delete the part where it says go back down? So I don't have to, so then every time go down?
Does anyone know what those words mean? The words that I typed.
Tim,
Yeah.
how do you delete the part that makes it go down every time?
You want to delete the part that makes it go down?
Yeah.
You need to go over here to our function we made that's called like update messages and delete this part right here that says set list view dot selection index.
Okay.
Something.
What if I already have, but do I still need the one cloud DB1 got value and one cloud DB1 got changed?
Yeah, you still do.
Okay. Let's see.
But instead of deleting, I suggest adding that section into.
Wait, how did you do like the code for the clock?
Update messages.
Can I see the code for the clock again?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah.
Oh, the code for the clock, yeah.
Okay. But wait, do we duplicate cloud DB1 get value tag chat and
Yeah, it's basically the same.
It still does the same thing. It still goes down. It won't let me go down now.
You delete this thing here that says set list view dot selection index to length of list global chat list.
Yeah, I deleted that.
Delete
But
that.
it still goes down.
Did you delete
All
it?
the way down. Oh wait.
Wait, you said you deleted this.
Wait, you want me to delete the one clock dot one timer?
No. I'm talking to Asia. Okay, Asia, can you share your screen then?
Okay. Share that screen. Let's see. Share screen. This thing. And
there we go.
share. See, I deleted it. It still goes all the way down. Down.
Can you move down?
Huh?
Scroll
Down.
down. Okay. Okay. Do you see how in here where you say when cloud1.db and everything?
Yeah.
You made a function, but you're not using it.
Yeah.
You need to delete all of this.
All of it?
No, not all of it. Just the stuff inside.
It's either procedure or
This?
that. I said.
No, just delete all the code inside of got value. So the if statement and that set thing.
We developed the procedure. Now we're going to add that instead of all this code, right? So that we don't copy paste stuff.
Yeah, and delete the set list view as well. Okay, and now go under procedures.
Who is the cow?
Procedures?
Okay,
I
and
am the
then
cow.
get call update messages.
The last one.
Well, update messages.
Because you made a function that basically just compresses all that code. Okay, and then set and you need to put tag into tag and value into value.
Tag into tab and value into value.
Yeah. So no, get tag.
Get tag.
And do the same with value. Just click out. Yeah, there you go. And get value. Okay, I need to do that same thing with this bottom one that says data changed.
What are we changing?
51 delete, cancel. What's that?
I'm not sure. You can just drag it into the garbage can.
Yeah.
Wait. Just features. That all? Yeah, it works.
Awesome. Okay, so now it shouldn't go down, right?
Yeah, and there are way too many. There way. Now it always goes up.
Now it always goes up. That's what's gonna happen if you get rid of the thing that makes it go down.
Why you told me that?
you have to pick where you want it to go.
It might always go down.
If you always want it to go down, then add that line back.
But add it inside of procedure, right?
Yeah, add it to the procedure. So scroll up. There you go. And in there, you need to add, let me stop your sharing and show mine. You need to add this line.
Just copy paste this set block from above.
What just happened? Okay, think I got it back. What did I delete? What? This is scary. So what did I get? Set list dot one section index to why do you have to choose one?
Because right now, when you refresh automatically, it like goes up. What we can do is you can add like a protocol that makes it so that if you're not at the bottom, then it doesn't refresh. But I don't know.
Let's see. Length of list get chat list. What? Where do you get that one from?
Get the length of list. Length of list is from list.
List view dot section index. Section index. Oh, there it is. Wait. Set or yeah. This is long. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Where does what go?
Wait. I already had that? Great. Delete, wait, what? This is supposed to be up here. This is supposed to be down here. And length of list.
Greg, why are you just sending nothing?
I know.
But why?
Dear global chat list. Then variables. Yeah. I think I'm done. Does it work? Yay! Why do you want to say the word reg?
I just
That making me see the word reg. That'd be annoying. Now I'm just saying emojis in a rag again. You got made to top.
Okay, so guys, would you like to make it so that you can save your username?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So that way when you open your app every time, you don't always have to, you know, type in your username again. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so for this, we just learned how to use cloud database to, holy, what just happened? Okay. Adil is spamming emojis again. So we just learned how to make a cloud database to transmit information over the web, right? But right now, if you close this app and open it up again, everything on your end, right, will just be erased, okay? So your username will be forgotten. It'll forget if you've joined or not, right? It won't remember any of that stuff. So we need to make it so that you have one username that you can stick with, and it'll save from session to session. All right, and for this, we're going to be using another type of database, which isn't called CloudDB. It's called, let's go to designer. It's called TinyDB. So if you go under storage and find the, you'll see CloudDB is the first one there, but the third one, TinyDB, is what's going to allow us to store information on your phone.
TinyDB.
Yes.
What's under?
It's under storage. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag. Okay. Is we're going to drag this TinyDB out. No, not file. Drag TinyDB out onto our screen. And now we're going to have two databases in this file. All right. You can leave the namespace how it is. For Tiny Database, there's no like key or anything that you have to type in. It's just going to be storing information on your phone. Okay. So guys, add tiny database under storage, tiny database added to your app.
Namespace, tiny database 1. Yay.
Okay, and once you're done with this, go ahead and click blocks, and let's go back over to the coding environment. All right, where we will be spending a little bit more time now. So basically, now that we have kind of no username.
Can you explain why we need the TinyDB, please?
Yeah, okay, yeah, guys. So I just, like I said before, right? Whenever you run your app, all of these variables get instantly refreshed to what they are at the beginning, right? So our username is going to be clear, our join is going to be false, our chat list is going to be empty, right? you need databases to store information so that it will, so that you'll have it when you go ahead and reopen your app. All right, because if you leave, if you just use variables, it's going to refresh it. You won't remember your name. So databases allow you to store that information and get it back afterwards when you need it. Okay, the Cloud DB stores it on the cloud. TinyDB is just gonna be stored directly on your phone. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna use the TinyDB in most places instead of the username. All right, so the way I did it over here, the first time we join here, all right, we're going to set our username to whatever it needs to be, but we're also going to go to Tiny Database. And Tiny Database, you're going to notice, is actually going to work kind of similarly to how the Cloud Database works. All right, but we're going to call TinyDB store value. We're going to give it the tag. This is going to be kind of like the name that we want to store it under. And I'm just going to give it username. And the value to store is going to be the same as our global username. So actually,
Thank you.
we're going to store value, and the value we're going to store is going to be the same value that we want to store in our username. So it's going to be this textbox1.text.
Okay.
Tim, how do you get the recording?
How do you get the what?
The recording?
Of the session?
Yeah.
It's going to be posted to YouTube afterwards, and we're going to send you the link to the playlist.
Wait,
Or
what,
we
really?
already sent you the link to the playlist, but it'll be on that same playlist.
I see. What was your question? How to record or how to access recording after the class?
Yeah, how to access recording.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's a protected, unlisted link that we send to your parents. We can send it again. Okay. Or Tim, you can probably share in the chat if you have access to that playlist, right? You're uploading stuff.
Yeah, I can send it in a bit. I'll just keep going with this. So, has everyone added this line right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, type help if you guys need any help, okay? In the chat box, just want to make sure.
Okay, so once we've done this, this will be how we set our text for the first time. All right, so when we first load up the app, it's not going to have a name. It's not going to be joined. So it's going to end up asking us for a name, and it's going to store that value in this tag. All right, but once we've now done this before, we don't ever really want to ask for the username again. So what we're going to do is we're going to move up here to where we have screen1.initialize, and we're going to add a little bit of code here. Okay, we're going to add some code checking to see if we already have a username. And if we already have a username, then we need to change it to, then we need to make sure that we're joined already. And we need to change all of this text over here. Okay, so let's see how I do this here. Yeah, so when we first initialize our screen, what we want to do is we basically want to set our variable username here to what the value of our username in our database is. So we're going to go under variables and get set username to tinydb.getValue. All right, this is going to get the value at a certain tag. Our tag is going to be username because that's what we set it to down here. Make sure it's going to be spelled the exact same way how you spelled it here. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same way I spelled it, but it has to be the same way. You have to be consistent. Okay, you have to spell it the same way in these two places. All right, and then value, if tag not there, is just going to be an empty string. Okay, so it's just going to be just quotation marks, nothing in between. So what this is going to do is it's going to make it so that when you start your app up, all right, if you have a username stored in your Tiny database, it's going to set it to your regular username. If you don't have a username stored, it's just going to leave your username variable blank, and that will make it so that all of this stuff will happen, and you can set up your username as if it was the first time using the app. All right. But we also need to do a couple more things. So if we do have a username that it remembers, it needs to do some of these stuff, right? So it has to set your username. We already set the username. It has to set global joins to true, and it needs to set this label to whatever it's supposed to set this label to. Okay. So for this, we're going to add an if statement. We're going to go here and we're going to say if our username is not empty. All right. So the way we're going to write this is we're going to write if not is empty, get username. This is kind of like a weird string, but you can read it backwards if you want. Basically, you're saying if your username is not empty, okay, if it's not empty, then we need to, that means that you have a username stored. We need to go ahead and take these two lines. We're going to set global joins to true and set label to text. Please submit. Please press submit to send a message.
What? Set global join to true.
That label dot true to true.
Why does this happen? Why do I just select everything when I click? I don't like that.
Okay, so this is a little convoluted chunk of code here, but basically, you know, if you have a username stored, it's going to assign it to your variable, and then it's going to check if you actually have a username now. It's going to set global joins to true, and it's going to change the label text. So this will make it so now if you type in a message and click submit, it'll jump straight to sending the message instead of getting you to set your username first. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to work with the companion, but if you were to install this as an actual app on your phone, this will work probably exactly how it should.
It works well.
It works well. Did you try it? Did you like restart it?
Yes, absolutely. I see. You can install it on your phone, right?
How?
Team shows, remember? It's Tim, can you refresh your memory?
If you click build, then you can go ahead and say you can either get a QR code for the APK or you can save the APK to your computer, and then it'll build it up, and you will get a file downloaded in Chrome, and then you have to transfer that to your phone. And
can you send it to Google Slides or?
Yeah, you can go through Google Drive if you want. And this is taking a while to compile. You can send it through Google Drive if you want. The QR code works occasionally. It's really finicky. But if you can get it to work, that's an option.
I'm just gonna.
How about we go through that next class, okay? We'll make this app work, and actually we'll make it all install on our devices, right?
Yeah. Next class, I want to see if we can try to add a contact screen.
Yeah, let's try to make this a full-blown app. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left, and it's kind of time to take a wash break too. So if you manage to do all the steps, give us yes, and you're free to take your washroom break. If anyone needs debugging or help, this is the time to step up. Just type in the chat box help. Azima, how are you doing? Let's actually go through everyone and see, get the feedback. Azima,
Emily,
can you
where should I
unmute
add
your
a secret
phone?
button?
And everyone, can you guys unmute your phone and just let us know how you're doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
Everyone's good?
Mine works, except when I put in the token, it doesn't work, and I can't like connect to everyone else.
Oh, what? What did you? Okay, so there's a couple things you need to do. Do you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
You need to add the token the same way we did here, and under project ID, you need to make sure it says chat app 2, spelled exactly like I'm about to send to chat. Okay? Maybe you're missing that part.
So now it's chat
I
app
didn't
two.
have the 2.
Yeah,
try to do
neither. Everyone, that's something new.
No, we talked about this earlier.
Oh yeah, I somehow missed that. Chat app 2, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm at secret button time.
Everyone make sure you cloud database
C.
ID is chat app
Yeah,
2.
I'm gonna close that and then let me see what happens if I go back in it.
Tim, what is your secret button gonna do?
You will see.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left, and this time let's use to test our program, make sure everything works, and if not, debug it, okay? I don't think we need to add
Try to see
anything.
if you can
Come
find some
on.
weird little bugs that we can fix.
Yeah, let's fix the bugs.
Or any massive bugs.
Yeah.
See if you can break it.
Okay.
That should be
Not
hard.
the way that you think you're gonna break it. Don't just like mass text.
Aw.
Break it by trying all of its cases, right? Try all of the functionality. And make sure that the functionality performs the way that you want it to.
Do I seriously have to do all of this?
And we're gonna hide this secret button way over here.
Wow. Sneaky.
Okay, I'm gonna delete refresh and the refresh button because it doesn't do anything.
Oh, do you still have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Emily, do I make it so I only have to press the secret button once or 10 times?
Twice.
Twice. That's crazy. Okay, wait, you ready?
3 times.
Oh, I pressed the secret button. Do you see what happened?
No.
What happened?
I'm also not connected anymore though.
Well, that's probably it.
Wait, why?
Button A?
I pressed the secret button.
What happens when you press the secret button?
Secret.
A secret.
Oh, okay.
I saw it, but I didn't see the whole thing, and that's why I'm scared. Show me the way, Tim. Be responsible with it.
I can't. It's too much power.
No, it is not.
What was your secret button? Press your secret button again.
If I figure this out, Tim, you owe me $10.
No. Tim really did put in a secret button. This needs to be like a self-destruct button, but it has to be more hidden. Put it in the C.
It's pretty hidden. Like, look at my screen. You can't see anything. Oh, well, you can't see my screen either.
You
Wow,
literally
that's
can't
really
see it.
cool. Your secret button makes your phone
Do you
disappear.
see a secret button?
No, I can't see the secret button.
Because it's invisible.
Because it's a
No,
secret.
it isn't.
You can't see it, Em.
Secret button.
Invisible.
Yeah, but it's in a really likely to hit
Terrible
area.
secret button.
You need to put it somewhere where it's unlikely to be hit.
It's pretty hard to hit. It's like really small.
Where can it be? But I don't have it. I
Wait, no,
don't
I
think I
only
have
added it
this.
on my screen, guys. It doesn't show up on yours.
Yeah, because he
know.
moved away from where we
Let
can
me see the secret button. I need to
Oh,
have
Em, no,
another.
okay, Em, what we could do, hold up. This is going to be amazing.
I need to know the way.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes.
And what we could do is we could make it so that, check, this is going to be great. Hold up.
I'm gonna make a secret button that puts a duck on my screen
It's a duck. What is that?
Yeah.
Why would you want a duck?
because that sounds like a really fun secret button.
No. Something.
It's boring. I want one that has power.
A duck is power.
Wow.
Let's put a duck on everyone's screen. That's so much power.
Is it
How much more power do you need?
more?
Here, I can already do that without a secret button.
He's just gonna send me a duck emoji.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But that's not as fun. It's not a secret.
Command is so overpowered.
Wow.
Where are the gooses? Where are the goose?
I
I
found
can send it.
two buttons. If you press them together, it opens another page, and it's crazy.
See, that's fun. That sounds like a good secret button. Wow, a unicorn. Very
Wait,
good.
it worked. Did it work?
No.
Emily, hold up. Okay,
Yeah, it worked.
here's the test. Okay, wait. Spam some stuff. Let's fill up the chat.
Oh yes, we get.
Oh,
I know it's a clear button.
Ah, man, I'm good at that.
Okay,
Clear
no. Okay.
button.
So Emily or someone else. Okay, type the word clear into the chat.
Okay.
Okay, wait, I want to see if this will work.
I did.
Okay, yeah, it cleared.
Oh, sneaky.
I added functionality on my side that impacts you, the user.
Well, this is now a bug.
It's not though. It's purposeful. Unless you're
But
trying to
it's-
describe
let's
the
crash.
appearance of Windows.
But it's still a purposeful bug.
But it's not a bug.
The malicious feature.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
feature. It's not a malicious
It's not
feature.
working
It's
anymore.
a nice feature.
It's
We
not
can
working
make it
anymore.
less easy to trigger. Make it
That
so
is
it's like
too much
slash
power.
trigger.
You need
It's
to
not
make it
working
your
anymore.
password.
Ah, it's not working. And the password will be female Tim.
No,
There you go.
no, Tim only needs to do it. I don't think we can clear
Yeah,
the
yeah.
screen.
You've got to hide it and change the word clear to some secret password. And then, in order to clear it, people have to guess the secret password.
No,
You
can
guys
do a
have
command.
3
You know
more
how, like,
minutes.
in some like chat platforms, you can do like slash and then stuff, and then it'll do things.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
Like
we have 3
bold
more
and
minutes.
italic.
Anyone needs help? Any questions?
No.
No.
Good.
Okay, so you tested, everything works?
Who wrote clear?
Oh, no, my
You guys tested the app? Can you see everyone's messages on there?
Yes.
And the clock helped. Now it doesn't over.
I can send emojis again.
Oh, cool. Nice. Okay,
Okay, so
so
now it's command. Very cool.
take your time. Maybe Tim, can you find a good maybe link about how to install the app so that they can do it? If not, then first thing next class we'll actually go through that. And if you find, maybe show it on the screen so it actually saves in the recording as well. And you guys can install this app to your parents' phone and just make sure to change the token so you connect it to another chat, not to this one with your parents, right?
Does everybody know how to generate the token?
Nope.
Okay, so guys, the method I'm about to show you is kind of a little bit hit or miss. If you click build and click provide QR code for APK, all right, it will give you a QR code.
Yeah, but I know how it's wonky. When you download it, you need to go to your files and then go to your downloads. Then you need to download it from there. That's what happens.
That part makes sense. So when you use it on your phone, it will download it, and then you have to go and find it from your downloads and open the file. All right. But the problem with me is occasionally, like when I scan the QR code, it just doesn't download. So what I found actually helps is if you go to Chrome, or the browser on your phone, and you close all the tabs first, and then you have to scan it. with your like camera app or whatever you use, and then it will go to the website. Yeah, and if you have no other tabs open, it will download.
See, now that is a
It will
bug.
say something like this is definitely a virus, but that's just because this is an app you made and it doesn't know that. And you can click OK. Well, it doesn't say it's a virus. It says like this is an unknown app.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it is not on the Play Store. Whenever you're downloading any apps from like the internet, it's a little bit suspicious, but you know that you created this app, so you know you
You
don't
created this app.
any
Unless
virus.
you completely put a virus
And then
in
let me see if I can do this. You see, I just downloaded it. So in Chrome, there's like a little button here that says open. And if I click open, it'll take me through the setup procedure, which will be different depending on your phone.
Yeah, we can't see it, Tim.
Private chat.
You just have to press the install button. Do you see the little download button? It's just installing right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. The actual installation procedure is very, very simple. You barely have to do anything. Downloading it, you just have to click build, generate QR code, and then I find that it is easier if you close all of your tabs first on your phone. And now you see I can open
If
it.
you figure it out on your own, that's great. If not, we'll go through
Look at
that.
I've got the chat open on my phone, so I don't actually have to keep companioning. I have the app natively installed. I need to give it my name because since it's an app form now. This is the installed version. And I have just sent a chat. You guys should see it. Hopefully. Yeah, there you go. See?
Which chat?
Sent from the installed version.
Yeah, I already installed it.
See, Arag also installed it. Very
And now
cool.
he can chat.
Okay, team, it's 1 o'clock, so we have another class we need to join. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us today, and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.